Medicine, a substance, especially in the form of a liquid or pill, that is a treatment for illness or injury. I've got a fever, so I need to take some medicine. Examine, to look at, or consider a person, or think carefully and in detail in order to discover something about them. The research examined the effect of alcohol on long-term memory. Vomit. The content of your stomach has come up through your mouth. He's been vomiting all night after drinking too much alcohol. Terrible. Very unpleasant or serious or bad. My mom was a terrible cook. Get rid of something or somebody. To remove something that you don't want any longer, or to find a way to make someone leave because you do not want the person to be with you anymore. We finally got rid of my little sister by telling her scary stories. Walk out of something. To leave an event, such as a meeting or a performance, because you're unhappy, angry, or disapprove of something. All the parents walked out of the meeting. On-call room. If a worker, such as a doctor, is in the on-call room, he or she is available to work or make official visit at any time when needed. She is a doctor, so she often works overtime in the on-call room at the weekend. Situation. The set of things that are happening and the condition that exist at a particular time and place. My sister has a good situation as a teacher in the local school. Something feels terrible because of the seafood. He vomits many times. He wanted to get rid of the situation, so he called the nurses. Unfortunately, no one replied to him. Samson decides to walk out of the sick room and find a doctor. He makes his way to the on-call room, but there is no one there. He goes back to his sick room. Luckily, he sees a girl with long black hair. He looks at her and says, nurse! Nurse, help me. The nurse takes him into the room for a checkup. She says, you can't eat seafood anymore. You should eat white rice now. Samson eats 10 bowls of rice and takes medicine. His stomach then gets better. He sleeps and dreams about Ming Wong. traditional, following or belonging to the custom or way of behaving that has continued in a group of people or society for a long time without changing. The dancers are wearing traditional Vietnamese dresses. Breathtaking view. To express a place which is extremely excited, beautiful, or surprised. From the top of the mountain, you can see the entire breathtaking view. Atmosphere. That is the air that you breathe every day. I usually get up early to enjoy the fresh atmosphere in the morning. Lotus. Lotus is a plant with large flat leaves that floats on the surface of a lake and ponds. Lotus can be considered as the symbol of Vietnam. Romantic. It is an adjective to express the emotion or feeling relating to love or a close loving relationship. I love listening and watching romantic English videos. Octopus. It's a kind of animal which lives under the sea with soft oval body and 8 long arms. King crab. A type of sea creature with a hard round shell, 5 pairs of legs. Upset. To make someone worried, unhappy, or angry. It still upsets him when he thinks about the accident. Faint. To suddenly become unconscious for a short time, usually falling down. He faints at the sight of blood. Unique. Being an only existing one of its type or unusual or special in some way. That's a unique name. Does your name have any meaning to you? Stomach, an organ in the body where food is digested, or the soft front part of your body just below the chest. I was very hungry and my stomach started making noise. Buffet, a meal where people serve themselves different types of food. Are you having a sit down meal or a buffet at the wedding? Something and Mi Ong decides to have lunch in a traditional Vietnamese restaurant. The restaurant is very unique with breathtaking views. It looks like a royal lotus. The restaurant makes something and Mi Ong very excited. They eat a buffet on the top floor of the Lotus. It includes 69 different dishes in total. Something says, would you like something to eat? Mi Ong, some kind of seafood. Something replies, wait for me, I will take some food. Ming nods her head. Then something takes an octopus, a king crab, and a baby shark. They sit down and enjoy the meal. The atmosphere is romantic. Suddenly, his stomach is upset. At that time, he feels as if he would faint. Ming drives him to the nearest hospital. Grab to take the opportunity to get, use, or enjoy something quickly. We would better get there early or someone else will grab the best seats. Something had felt terrible because of the seafood. Had something felt terrible because of the seafood? Had something felt excited because of the seafood? Why has something felt terrible? How has something felt? Who has felt terrible? He has vomited many times. Has he vomited many times? Has he played games many times? Has Ming vomited many times? Who has vomited many times? He wanted to get rid of the situation, so he called the nurses. Has he wanted to get rid of the situation? Has he called the teacher? Has he wanted to enjoy this situation? What has he wanted to do? Who wanted to get rid of this situation? Who has called the teacher? Who has called the nurses? Unfortunately, no one has replied him. Has anyone replied him? Have many people replied to him? Has anyone replied to Mignon? Who has replied to him? Something has decided to walk out of the sick room and find a doctor. Has something decided to walk out of the sick room and find a doctor? Has something decided to walk out of the sick room and find a police? Does something decide to go to bed? What has something decide to do? Where has something walked out of? He has made his way to the encore room, but there has been no one there. Has he made his way to the encore room? Has he made his way to the bathroom? Where has he made his way to? Who has made his way to the encore room? He has gone back to his sick room. Has he gone back to his sick room? Has he gone back to his bedroom? Where has something gone back? Luckily, he's seen a girl with long black hair. Has he seen a girl with long black hair? Has he seen a girl with short black hair? Has he seen a man with long black hair? What has something seen?
Hôm nay bài tập. Hôm nay chúng ta cùng tìm hiểu một cấu trúc chủ ngữ cộng với động từ make cộng với một tính từ sở hữu cộng với way to place, có nghĩa là định vị hoặc là tìm đường tới đâu đó. Ví dụ trong story chúng ta có câu He makes his way to the on-call room but there's no one there, có nghĩa là anh ấy tìm đường đến phòng trực nhưng mà chẳng có ai ở đó cả. Một ví dụ khác, bạn có thể tìm đường tới sân bay chứ? Will you be able to make your own way to the airport? Các bạn đọc lại theo anh nhé. He makes his way to the on-call room, but there's no one there. Good job. Will you be able to make your own way to the airport? Very good. Các bạn nhớ viết 3 câu sử dụng cấu trúc này vào trong vở bài tập và chụp ảnh gửi nhóm lớp nha.